Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm here to show you how to set up your own Christmas mantle. I wanted to create a mantle that had the characteristics of an old world Christmas style by decorating with snowy Christmas trees and vintage Santas. It's a little bit rustic and simple, but it brings that old-fashioned European charm. So I'm going to start with my empty mantle. The first thing I'm going to start placing are my vintage Santas from our St. Nicholas collection. So these vintage Santas are individually created and handmade. They have some vintage pieces and some old-fashioned tinsel. They're so sweet, and I think they'll go perfect with my old world style. So with my three larger Santas, I have two darker fur ones, and I have one prominent red classic looking Santa. So I'm going to put my classic looking Santa directly in the center, and I'm going to have my darker Santas on either side. What I love about this collection is that there's so much attention to detail, even just like the lines on his face, within the clothing, or even the accessories that each Santa is holding. And then I'm going to start placing two of my smaller little Santas. This is really a sweet one. It's on a little trolley cart with a panda on it. Again, just the attention to detail on the stocking and his sweet little face. I just think they're so charming. So my next item I'm going to add to my mantle are these gorgeous trees from Shaler. I have a tall one, a shorter one, and then this really cute one that has a basket of mushrooms underneath. And it's sort of a nod to my print up behind my mantle that just mirrors the trees all the way down and just creates that warm, cozy winter Christmas feeling. So then I'm just going to scatter some of the rest of my trees. And as I keep adding my items, I might just rearrange things here and there just to make sure everything kind of fits and I'm satisfied with the placement. One of my favorite things is this plaid finial that has this gorgeous deep red and black, which works perfectly with my color scheme. And what I love about plaid is that it's this old world traditional pattern that's so cozy. And then I'm just going to keep placing them around. Again, I might just kind of zhuzh things around a little bit just to make sure everything fits. One of the last collections I'm going to add to my mantelpiece are these beautiful candlesticks. I have, again, that darker red color that I love so much, and these beautiful skinny black candle holders that are almost colonial in style. So I have grouped my candlesticks in groups of threes, and I have put them on either side of my center Santa because I really wanted your eye to be able to rest on something because there are a lot of different items on my mantelpiece. I have used real candles, but if you're not used to using real candles, I highly recommend using flameless candles or battery operated candles. That way you don't have to worry about any kind of hazard. But for today, I just wanted to use real candles. Because it's Christmas, I love extra ambient lighting. So this beautiful snow globe that has a Christmas tree with a snowy theme and cardinals on it, I think would be a perfect touch. So you can stop right here. The mantle is beautiful just by itself, but I'm going to add a garland, but I'm going to make it. So I'm going to be making a garland for my mantle. I'm going to wear gloves just to keep my hands clean, but I actually cut in our own garden here at Rogers some juniper that I love to work with. And I'm going to also be using paddle wire, which is on a little paddle you can get from any craft store. So juniper, what I love, has that same kind of piney texture. It has a beautiful scent, and it kind of tapers off, which I think is really beautiful, and has this very organic shape. What you can also do, especially when the Christmas tree lots start going up, you can take cuttings from Christmas trees. You can actually get some live garland already made, or even artificial works beautifully for your mantle. So I'm going to just take a couple pieces. I have some clippers, just in case there's some extra parts of my juniper that I don't want to keep. And I'm going to keep my wire on my paddle until I'm done at the end, and I'll show you how I'm going to do that. We're going to do sort of a wrapping technique. So I'm going to put a couple pieces together and take my wire and wrap it around, twist it upon itself, just like a little twist tie, and then I'm going to take my wire and wrap it around as I go. That way it will stay together. See? Perfectly staying together. And because these pieces are just very organic in its shape, I'm just going to try to leave it as simple as possible. I love the rustic nature of it, and it doesn't have to be perfect. So I'm just going to keep wrapping and adding more pieces to my garland. I'm only going to go to the top of my mantle. When you have an artificial garland or a live garland that's already cut for you, or if you're going to make one yourself, you can either go the width of the top of the mantle, or you can drape it down on the sides all the way to the floor. So I'm just going to hold it up occasionally just to see how much I really want to keep going. So when I'm most of the way done with my garland, I'm going to hang it on my mantle. I have these little nails all ready to go, and I'm going to take some of my wire that I wrapped already on my garland around the nails. Now I am done with my live juniper garland. It looks really beautiful, very organic. I love how everything just hangs. It's all kind of willy-nilly and whimsical, which I really love, but I think it fits perfectly with the rest of my mantle. And now we're going to add the final touches. I'm going to light my candles and get ready for Christmas. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Happy holidays!